Oh. Inhaling nature. The great inhale. Exhale. Yes, yes, yes. How beautiful. Here comes my little baby. He's leaving work. There he is. Look at Mr. Buckhead. How you doing? We got two in the chat. So, let's talk. I'm out here. In the elements of nature. Hey, Buckhead. I gotta get a crew out here to really clean up the way I want it, you know? All of this driveway needs blowing off. It needs a whole new cement top. Oh, you can hear the birds tweeting. You can also hear the weather machine down there. Y'all might not be able to hear it, but back in 2017, they brought a weather modification device down this road. It had two police cars escorting it from behind, not in the front, from behind. They took it down there, and I'm gonna go down there so y'all can hear it. They fenced it off, and they put a lot of cameras around it, and there's a sign that says "Do not trespass" all over the place. I'm gonna take y'all down there so y'all can see it. I'm out here in nature. Let's talk about what went down, okay? I woke up this morning. I was seeing the activity in the astral realm. First of all, we need to talk. So I traveled at night, which is very unusual. And because I was devoted to doing some time jumping, as I said I was going to do. And so I went out there, and I went in astroscape, and I was met by some very bizarre things out there. This time, I was inside my house. Usually when I travel, I'm like in other worlds, but I was in my house this time. And I was met with floating, one in particular, a floating mask that was watching me. The mask looked like one of those hockey masks, and it was sideways. And what it was trying to do, let me go this way. It was trying to prevent me from exiting. It was trying to prevent me from exiting as I was in the midst of, because the reality is so different over there. When I was in the midst of it, I could hear phantom marbles dropping. Okay? Now, a lot of you all may not know what phantom marbles are. It's something I named it myself. And they're like balls. And they're like blood drop balls. But they shine similar to, look at the blue. I just had a visit from a blue jay. Oh, he crossed my path. Okay, beautiful. There he is. I never can catch it in what you call. So, excuse that mess, y'all. I got to get out here and clean up. My son dug that up when he was trying to get they moved. He was trying to get his, he's going to get this junk out my yard. This stuff was on his trailer. So when, I'm going to tell him how, you know, I ain't trying to be fun. I don't care what his daddy say. I'm about hog 10 from telling him he can't bring his trailer in my yard no more. Look at all this junk he left behind. Look at that. I'm about ready to say, I don't care what your daddy say, me and him gonna fight. You cannot bring this shit over here no more. I'm sick of it. But anyway, they moved today, and all that stuff that was on his trailer is dropped all the way off there. Y'all know I curse, so get used to it. So this thing, look at all of this dust. Look, y'all. That's the dirt road. I don't want it in my dreads. I'm kind of pause a little bit. Always try to do at least about 20 rounds around this. Just over and over again walking. I stopped for a while and I began to notice that I put on some pound. But so this hockey mask, it was sideways. It was watching me from where my fan sits. So it was watching me. And it was like, I dare you to get outside of this room. And then I heard the phantom marbles drop. Like I say, they look like red balls. And they shine. They look like red marbles. I call them phantom balls or phantom marbles sometimes. They're very dangerous. When they drop, they sound like, y'all ever played a pinball machine before? And hear how the pinball sounds when it drops? A lot of you all are young and may never have played pinball, but I grew up in an arcade type world growing up, you know, as a child. And we had arcades, pinball machines, all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? We would always visit Vegas as a kid and had lots of arcade machines while my parents and stuff went in there and tried they luck on the real slot machines. We'll be in the arcade rooms and stuff. And like I said, the pinball sounds like that. So if you want to hear what a phantom marble sounds like when it drops, and you better get out of its way, go and listen to that. There's actually a movie that I got a chance to see where this man was in a room and phantom marbles and balls were falling. What they do, when they drop, they go into your body. You can hear them when they fall. They go inside your body and they hide in your joints. They can do a lot of damage. So I heard the phantom marbles fall. They were not able to get to me because I'm protected over here. But I heard them drop like that. And I was like, okay. So I dared to exit the room. This is an astral world now. I said, okay, I'm going to wait. So I waited for a minute. Because, see, they're going to do everything to keep you. If you say, I'm getting ready to jump time, there are rules. There are governors. There is law enforcement. Look at that, y'all. That protect all of these doorways and gateways. Okay? So if you are one who can alter any type of timeline or state, they are going to be on your ass. Okay, so but anyway, I did get past it. Now, let me talk to y'all. I woke up after the phantom marbles dropped. 2 of them fell on the floor. I could hear them. Which, you know, that was late last night. So I decided, I said, well, you know, I got up. And mind you, I was physically up after traveling. I said, let me go and run to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. I did my telehealth visit with my doctor, which was just like, you just talk to them over the phone nowadays. And when you need to do lab work, they just send you to the lab. You go out there, get your blood drawn, or they'll come to your house and draw your blood. I ain't never had them come to my house, but I got a feeling that they do that kind of stuff. Okay? So after that, I got a phone call from my daughter. I talked to my son and everything. He was letting me know. He said, Mama, you want to go with me to move? And I told him no, because what that means, if I go with him, I'm going to have to help him move. So I said, nah, no thank you. So I laid up late because I did a lot of work in the astroscape today. I got up around, I think it was like 2:30 p.m. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, that is so late. Shit, hell yeah, it's late. I ain't never got up that late. But I got up that late because I did a lot of work when I was time jumping. And I know and I'm going to tell y'all what I did. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me. Woo! So, I went over there on a mission. Now, you cannot recall word from word verbatim what goes down, okay? Like I had told you, I was trying to get to the doppelganger. I was met with some other people who were trying to stop me from accessing her. I was able to access her eventually. So to put up more protective measures, because I said I need to alter some time for myself personally. I need to go back in time and redo some things and bring some more things back to me that was missing. It was so much work until I laid for 2:30 doing it. 2:30 p.m. Central Time. I laid that long doing this work because I was up and out. Okay, so honestly, I was up earlier than that. I really got up at 9, and I forced myself to go back into a trance. So I got up again at 10:47, and then I had my doctor's appointment. I talked to my daughters, and I forced myself back to sleep so I can go back and try to do some more work on my on my assignment. How y'all doing? So when I finally got up, I said, okay. I was prompted to go to one of my devices. When I went to one of my devices, I noticed that I was swapped into my mother of the Crossroads account, and it wouldn't let me out. Now, I don't know, y'all tell me, other content creators may have had this trouble. I kind of highly doubt it. They would not allow me to access Mother Wisdom or Mother Wisdom Tree. It went on from there to say, there is an error that occurred and the network is not responding. And it went on for like hours. I finally went and did a test video and found out that I could go in through StreamYard. So I did 2 testing videos that I have now made private. When I told the mystics, the supernaturalists, okay, the magicians, the wizards, you understand, what I was going through, they went in and done some work. Did y'all hear me? It was only 4 of us in there for almost a goddamn hour. And I said, that's very unusual. And even the person who was in the chat said, I have never seen you only have 4 people for a goddamn hour. And I said, oh, they doing everything. And it all started with me talking about astral swapping. So what I'm dealing with may be something supernatural on a whole nother level. Hello? When those people were in that chat, one in particular, everything changed. Now I'm able to access Mother Wisdom. Those people in the midst, and them rocks, them stones, and them mountains, hang on, y'all. The mountains that I cried out to in every single dimension in the midst of the people who were there, changed it. As soon as I got off of the StreamYard, here I am. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I'm back on my channels. Do you know this was an all-day deal, ordeal? Okay, so what am I getting at? When y'all look at this milk thistle. This mean I need this. This is never grown. And one's finna flower. I'm going to, I wanted to make a garden here, but my dogs ain't gonna do but dig it up. So, can I talk to you all? The consequences. I can astral travel all day. They ain't got no issue with that because I always wind up in Zelzorden. But there is a huge consequence to time jumping. It's something I rarely have done. I have been incarcerated in interdimensional places, held captive for doing so. And a lot of folks ain't gonna be able to resonate with this because no one really talks about it. And people who say they are time jumpers and everything, you just really don't know if they're time jumpers or not. Look at that X they sprayed in the sky. That right there is a ritual. The Xing us out. Look at that. Huge X. Well, you know they're creating their storm. The storm that is supposed to occur on Oya's Day, Wednesday, is being created. They know the magic of Oya's power. They know what Wednesday represents. That's Wednesday or wind, W-I-N-D, Wednesday, W-I-N-D-S D-A-Y. I want y'all really to pay attention to what they're doing. There are certain days that have portals that will give you all access to certain powers, okay? So they know. We have a storm every Wednesday. They know what they're doing. And as they do what they do and tell you that they don't tell you nothing, really, you're just left to your own devices. And all you know to do is to go to church when you want power. You don't know anything else because you think that's what the power is. The power is in Jesus, the power is in church, and absolutely not. You have your own power. A lot of the times when things come into fruition that you've been praying for, it is your own divine source that has given you, but you give the credit to something outside of yourself named Jesus. Jesus is just a little charm or something. You understand? His little booty hole is so red. I wonder what's going on with that butthole. I'm going to have to take him to the doctor. He's got a cherry red booty. So anyways, I'm going to take him in. I was talking to the doctor about that the other day. I had to go and pick up some heartworm medicine for that other one over there on that side, the little one. And I told them about that one. They want me to bring him in. And this veterinarian, they are so fucking cheap. And they so kind. They so kind to my babies. They are so sweet. My daughter was like, Mama, I have to make a 2-hour trip and come down here and see them doctors because the doctors up here is too expensive. And I just hope they stay like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I was forbidden to enter or to exit my room into the time jump space. I was punished. Let's talk about the punishment of what they did to me. Well, first of all, you need to know what they did to my device. And now other folks might say, we had the same issue. In my mind, in my big world, I feel like I'm responsible. So if any people, it's a lot of the times, like mine said, a lot of the times when other issues arise, in the world. She said, you don't realize your power. You're responsible. I was told that when people break up, I'm responsible. When people argue, I'm responsible. This was going on since childhood. So I was like, okay. I felt like I was being singled out. I felt like I was being scapegoated. I was being put in the seat of sacrifice. But I'm going to tell you something. When you got this kind of power, it's true. They're right. Because I can bring people together. I can turn around and I can break them apart. I've always been the matchmaker and the relationship destroyer. It just depends on how I and my spirits feel. You understand what I'm saying? I can let you get together for a season, and I can distract you for a season. And people like us are loners because people are not used to this type of energy because it's disturbing energy. People are disturbed. People know something don't feel right. So people like us are alone. We're awkward around folk. You understand? Very awkward. But I've been here like this. I'm almost 60. Nothing is gonna change. Stop it. Don't do that. Leave him alone. You ready to get something to eat? I can see it in your eyes. You just had some chicken. Okay? He's always thinking of something to eat. Look, in his eyes, I can read his eyes. I want some more chicken. You eating dog food next, honey. So, hey, Buckhead, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Don't do that. So I was signed out. YouTube, Google said they did not recognize my phone number. Something could have been kind of going wrong with that, because they had me sign into my daughter's account. My daughter does not use my devices. She stays 2 hours away from me. I'm signed into her accounts on all my devices. So when I came and they wouldn't let me access this channel, like I said, when I did a video and everything, the mystics and the mist were able to help me to recover everything. So this is why I'm here. That was one consequence to doing some of the time jumps and everything, because I was around devices. These entities do utilize our electronics in some kind of a way. I'm not really sure. I can't explain it. In addition to that, they also took my Apple Pencil. Hi, how you doing? The Apple Pencil cost, how you doing? I guess she was waving. I'm not sure what was going on. Maybe she was fanning the mosquitoes up her head. The Apple Pencil was $100 and some odd. It's always magnetically attached to that device, but that device sits next to me. So does my, always keep my Oracle deck that I made myself with my own hands, traveling in and out of interdimensional spaces with my own, like my gifts and my spirits. Well, they took that deck. I told y'all about that. I had to time jump. Now, this shit is real now. I want y'all to listen to this shit now. Because, see, a lot of folks ain't on this level. A lot of people, and just because you see a spiritualist, it's different genres of spiritualist. Just like you got, your foot doctor, which is a podiatrist. It's different from a cardiologist who work with the heart. You know what I'm saying? Your orthopedic doctors, your endodontist, and your ophthalmologist, they are all specializing in something, a different field of practice. The same with your spiritualist. I am one that actually go in and out of other spaces. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, then they may do it and they're not aware of it. Some people just don't do it at all. Everybody don't have the same abilities. So What I have not told you, you know, you can do your astral travel, but be careful with the time jumping call and altering time and configuring time. Be careful with that, because what happened to me and what is happening to me every single time I jump, I'm missing something when I come back. So I have to go back and jump to recover things. And when I go back to jump to recover stuff, then something else is missing. It's causing some problems. So I'm a time jump, and I'm going to go and get my card deck. In the midst of going to get my card deck, I got my card deck back. Now my Apple Pencil is missing. I'm going to go and time jump to do something. Now my damn truck missing. Motherfucking house missing. That shit can happen because as you time jump, because there's so many different copies of our physical world. This is not just one copy. There are multitudes of copies of this world and yourself. You understand? Until it depends on which world you are now on. Just it almost like the different YouTube accounts. Okay, you're stuck on this account. You can't go to the other account, but you can still do some of the same things, but it's like you're in a whole nother world, each account that you're on. So it depends on which altered reality that pen is stuck on. So now the question is, do I go back in there to retrieve the pencil, the $100 and some pencil, and be next, missing my goddamn truck, which your truck is more than a pencil. You know what I'm saying? I'll be missing my motherfucking house or my life. It just depends if it's important or not to keep time jumping, to keep risking it. Does this all make sense? Nobody's really talking about this, so I'm sure y'all can't even relate to it. It's somebody, it's one person that's going to show up that will be able to relate. But very few people on this planet, or that understands English, understand this. Languages separate us because there's somebody else who could relate that speaks another language that won't be able to interact with me on this because they don't even know you're doing a video. Okay, let me get a head count. How many people? How you doing, Jackie? How you doing? Thank you so much for moderating. Hey, Empress 8, you're the first to come in. Hey, Hey, Just Me Shona. Hey, Nisa Ra. How you doing? Okay. Hey, Tiffany Buchanan. Hey, Crystal Raven Rose. How many of you get it? You press 1. If you don't get it, press 2. Okay, once again, how many people Nisa Ra understands? How many people get it? Press 1. If you don't, press 2. How many people understand this video, what I just talked about when it comes to time jumping and the consequences thereof? Press 1 if you get it. Okay, Crystal Raven Rose up. Because I know most people who are attracted to my videos have some similarities going on in their life as my own. One of my dogs like to go down inside of this ditch. He just went under there. How many people? Give me a 1. Give me a 1. No one gets it. Okay. Jackie understands. Jackie been with me since the beginning of time. How about you, Jackie? Yeah, so she been ride or die with me and everything since the beginning. Okay, Brenda, you get it. Okay, Rena, how you doing? Rena gets it. Okay, because like this is kind of where I'm gonna be for a minute. Cause like, don't get me wrong, I love the candles, I love the cards, I love the crystals, I love all of that. But my genre now is in altering time to benefit myself. And I know a lot of people gonna say that is so selfish of you. And in a sense, it is selfish because it's not only altering for myself, but I mean, it's altering for many as a collective. A lot of people are like, God, motherfucking damn, what's going on? Where's my this and where's my that? This is what magicians do. Like that, saw that magician pulling that whole Subway sandwich. Come on, baby, get out of the street. He's coming. Come on out of the road. Give the gentleman, let the gentleman out. I mean, come down the street. Okay, so he don't want to come down the road. Y'all come back here. Come back. Come on. Let him do. He got to do something. Come here, baby. Baby, come here. Babes. Baby, he's looking for something. Come here. Baby. Come here, baby. Baby. Kobe. Come here. Leave this man alone. He's looking for something. So, this is where I'm going to be. My practice is going to be cultivating my shamanism. You know what I'm saying? When my clients call, I always go and enter into their timeline. We do that type of work. We're writing narratives. Come here, Buckhead. Buckhead, come here. He looking for some. The man got a Geiger, not what you call those things that you use to detect metal and stuff like that, digging, because you can find a lot of artifacts here. A lot of stuff. I found a metal lion that somebody had carved from metal or whatever they did, made out of gold. The treasure hunters looking for artifacts, Native American artifacts. There's a lot of them around here, but really and truly, they said there were lots of slaves here, which the slaves are Native Americans. Nobody want to acknowledge that. I found bones sharpened into arrows in here. There's a lot of that stuff over here. So, anyways, I just wanted to let you all know I am up and running on my channels again. I had to wind up going to StreamYard. It was a mess earlier today. It really was, but I got it straightened out. If y'all in the South down here, get yourselves prepared, because Wednesday we're going to have a storm. There's going to be a storm Wednesday. Leave them alone, babes. Baby. Baby. Kobe. That's not your yard. Come back, Kobe. Kobe. Kobe, come back here. Yeah. He act like that's his little spot. He can go in and patrol and stuff like that. You're supposed to be guarding down here. Come here, Cole. I got some chicken. Come and get your chicken. Good Lord. Now, I'm telling you what that man doing. I figured it out. There's a lot of crawfish. There's a stream down there. If you hit it in the right place, Mr. Lloyd down the street says the crawfish come crawling out. Them old water, little, what you call them, little bugs, creek bugs. Crowed ass, that's what they call them. Don't they call them crowed ass? So anyways, y'all, it has been so fun. I have walked enough. I have walked enough. Yeah, but you know what? I hear what you're saying, Brenda. You know, time traveling is different from the jump. Y'all ever seen those people? They always find them at every single thing. Like they found this one woman, she was there doing photography when John F. Kennedy was murdered. And then they found her again at another place where there was murders back in time. So they have termed her as a time jumper. You know, now astral traveling is something that most of us do when we go to sleep. You know, some call it lucid dream states and stuff like that. It's so fucking real, you know. But I'm talking about when you doing what you call timeline jumping. That's something else. Timeline jumping. Where you can go in, say for instance, you know, you can, and that's what you call that thing. It's responsible for that. What's that phenomena they got now where, you know, they were like questioning a lot of things. It used to be spelled this way, but now it's spelled another way. And I can't even come up with the name, you know, because I guess I feel like I'm on the spot. But that is what the time jumpers are causing this. And so they need to, you know, get some kind of restraints on us, because as more people start realizing they have the power to time jump, shit won't nothing be solid no more. Reality won't be solid. History won't be sound. Shit, you might find out that Abraham Lincoln never existed as you go in and alter time. Oh, it was never an Abraham Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? Time jumpers are like artistry of history, artistry of futurism in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with that. So, honey, the consequences for me was fucking up my going back and forth on my YouTube channels, and I got to come up with this goddamn pen. And I got to go back. I'm going to be missing something else. Well, I'm not going to put that out in the universe. I got to go back and recover the pen. There's some things I've been trying to recover. Where one thing pops up, then I have to go and recover something else and something else and something else and something else. I mean, they good, man. They good. They can get in drawers and dressers. Even things that are locked up, they can go in there and get the stuff. But what is really going on when we say they are getting it? It's not they are getting it. You are doing it to yourself. Because there's another you that got the pen put up in a whole different place. Or got the oracle deck in a different place. They got the shoes in a different place. The house is in a motherfucking different place. Man, it gets very complex. See, I need all my time so that I can do more sleeping. Because sleeping allows me access, or going into trance allows me access. There's some places that I've gone to here in this area. Go back, they don't even exist. New places popping up. I don't remember this place. Oh, that been there. That type of shit. Oh my God, y'all. Let me go on. Let me get these animals. It was nice talking to you. Bye bye.